So the Season 3 roadmap for Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone was released yesterday, unveiled, shown off to the masses, and I must say, I can't help but notice that there's always two scenarios that play out when it pertains to a Call of Duty update. The first scenario being they pull a Modern Warfare 2 like they did last year, give us the absolute bare minimum for content, and then fill up the store with Snoop Dogg bundles, 21 Savage, Nicki Minaj, yada yada yada, and try and pretend like that's actual content. Or the scenario we see playing out in today's video is the fact that they actually did provide some content, which I must reiterate is actually a very good thing for the game. But of course, in typical Activision fashion, they gotta take one step forward and two steps backwards. Allow me to explain. So as you can see on screen right here, this is Season 3 of Modern Warfare 3, which is gonna be releasing on April 3rd. I'd like you to draw your attention to the right side of the screen because this is the paid portion of Modern Warfare 3. This includes multiplayer and Modern Warfare Zombies. I'm not going to be covering the left side with Warzone, but I also will be leaving it up on screen so you guys can check that out. Pause the video if you want to see what's coming to Warzone. I just don't play Warzone. I don't hate on people that play Warzone. It's just not my cup of tea. So anyways, on the right side of the screen here, we have not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but 6 multiplayer 6v6 maps. Holy shit, pinch me, I think I'm fucking dreaming. This has gotta be a typo. Someone here must have fucked this up at Activision. There is no way they are releasing 6 6v6 multiplayer maps. Kudos to Sledgehammer Games. Honestly, I have to give credit where credit is due. And seeing 6 6v6 multiplayer maps releasing for Season 3 of Modern Warfare 3 is a very good thing. Now, it should be noted that only 4 of these maps are going to be releasing on Season 3. 2 of those are going to be in season, aka the Reloaded update. So the 2 maps that we're going to be seeing in the Reloaded update is Grime and Checkpoint. As for modes, we're seeing Capture the Flag, One in the Chamber, Minefield, which is a new mode that's going to be coming in the Reloaded update, Escort, which is a new mode that's going to be coming in the Reloaded update. And as for Modern Warfare Zombies, we have a new story mission, new Dark Ether Rift, new Warlord, and new classified schematics. Looks like you're being a little stingy with the Modern Warfare Zombies content, but we're going to get into that later. As you can see here in the bottom portion of the graphic, we have the FJX Horus, which is a new weapon, the Moors from Advanced Warfare, a Gladiator melee weapon, and the BAL 27 from Advanced Warfare. Of course, it wouldn't be a Call of Duty update without a shitload of microtransactions, and we're getting a Godzilla bundle, Scar King, Shimo, Cheech and Chong for 420, a Blaze Up event, Banshee Hush, Snoop Dogg again, and Stasis, which is a Black Cell exclusive operator. All of these you're gonna have to pay for, and if you want to get any of these without spending any real world money or more than the $70 you've already spent, you can go pound fucking sand. We got new perks, the compression carrier, modular assault rig, gunslinger vest, reinforced boots, high gain antenna. We also got some new equipment, which is the EMO mine or the EMD mine. I'm not sure exactly what that is. Maybe correct me, I can't really see it very well. It looks like EMD now that I look at it a second time. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. New field upgrades being the enhanced vision goggles, and finally we have aftermarket parts for whatever weapon this is. I don't know, I couldn't tell you. Either way though, slow clap for Sledgehammer Games. I'm happy that you guys are actually providing content, and I cannot hate on the outlook of this update. 100% GG's for Sledgehammer Games. Thank you for actually providing us with content. This is all I was asking for when I bitch about bundles all the time. I'm not bitching about bundles because I give a shit about them. I'm bitching about them because they take place over the actual content. Something like this, yes, I see the bundles and I think they're fucking cringe, but it doesn't change the fact that the actual content is in abundance. So I have no issue with them putting shit in the store. But the good news ends there, unfortunately, because as I kind of hinted at earlier, and you might have got it from my tone of voice, Modern Warfare Zombies players are getting absolutely screwed this year with Call of Duty. And I'm going to read this tweet right here from Charlie Intel. And it says, for those who keep asking why Modern Warfare Zombies post-launch content is limited and why it's all in season, it's probably due to Treyarch team having to move to finish Call of Duty 2024. And this is all, great sunshine and rainbows. It kind of sounds like over there at Charlie Intel. That's great that they're working on COD 2024, but I could think about 5 studios off the top of my fucking head that are working on Call of Duty. Infinity Ward, Treyarch, Phoenix, High Moon, and Raven Software. There's 5 of them. You cannot get even a small portion of that studio dedicated to working on the zombies mode and taking it over while Treyarch goes. This is 2 seasons in a row that people that play zombies have been absolutely fucked in Modern Warfare 3. Last season, they didn't get shit for content. This season, they didn't get shit for content. This might actually be the first zombies experience we've ever gotten in a Call of Duty game with one zombies map. Imagine if they took the same route with the multiplayer portion. I paid $70 and I got zombies and multiplayer. Imagine, put yourself in the shoes of the zombies player. Imagine you're a zombies player and you paid $70 fucking dollars to access Modern Warfare Zombies. And what kind of content do they give you? Here's a new Dark Ether Rift. Here's a new Warlord. Here's some new contracts. Give me some actual content. This is what I'm talking about when I say 1 step forward, 2 steps backwards. We got a shitload of content for multiplayer, and then they just ignore the Modern Warfare Zombies portion. Now, this wouldn't be so bad if Modern Warfare Zombies was free to play like DMZ was, but it's not. Guess what? It's locked behind a paywall. So I paid $70 for multiplayer, or that guy paid $70 for zombies. I'm getting content and he's not. This isn't right. You should be providing people with content for Modern Warfare Zombies because there was a price for entry. If you're going to do this and give them absolutely no content and abandon the fucking game mode, make Modern Warfare Zombies free. I don't know if I'm in the minority by thinking that, but it's absolutely asinine to ask your consumers for $70 for a game mode that you do nothing with. Modern Warfare Zombies is stale. A lot of people don't like it because it's, open world, stuff like that. But there's some potential there. They could have actually made the game mode good. And according to them, straight from the horse's mouth of Activision, they were saying this is the most played, most engaging third mode in Call of Duty history. And if that is the case and you're not just blowing smoke up our ass, Activision, why the fuck is your most played and most engaging third mode in Call of Duty history getting nothing for content? Unacceptable, and we should not let this slide. But what if I told you that's not all? We have one more thing here that I'd like to go over before I close out the video, and this right here is just comical to me. It makes me laugh because it's counterintuitive. It makes 0 sense, and you'll get it right after I read this tweet from Modern Warzone. He says, bots are being added to Warzone for the first time in a new game mode called Warzone Boot Camp. Oh, that sounds extremely similar to Boot Camp we had in World at War. We were limited to level 10 or something like that, and you played other new players. Well, this mode is designed to help new players build confidence for their first official drop-in. Boot Camp is the only mode with bots, and we will be informed ahead of time if it changes. He then shares this entire snapshot here, which I'll be putting up on screen. I won't be reading, because I kind of just got to get this off my chest regarding this whole thing. So, the reason why I say this is counterintuitive, and it doesn't make any fucking sense, is the fact that you have a game, whether that's Warzone or multiplayer, with fucking EOMM, strict EOMM. You have all of this weird patents going around, and there's conspiracies going around that the game is rigged, and I'm one of those people that believes it is, even though I got a 4 KD. Either way, not the point. You have all these people going around saying the game is rigged, the EOMM is super sweaty, everybody has to sweat their fucking tits off, and the general consensus is that even if you get better, you just get put up against stiffer opponents. And if you're in my situation, where you've hit a skill ceiling, you're like a 3.5, 4 KD player, you play the fucking cheaters, so there's no incentive to get any better. Now, I don't understand why this is even being released in the game. Why are you providing a fucking boot camp for people? It doesn't matter. They're gonna go into this boot camp, they're gonna get their bearings and feeling for the game. I guess they're gonna go there and learn how to play, and then they're gonna go into a fucking public match and get absolutely mollywopped because your EOMM system is gonna put them up against optic scump and people stacking in Warzone. It doesn't make any sense. Why? Why is this even here? If there was no EOMM or really strict skill-based matchmaking, then this would make sense. But even them in their fucking SBMM talk, they're like, well, if we turn down the SBMM, we've done that before, and, we notice that our lower skilled players, leave the game quicker. Well, then what's the point of putting this in? Like, am I crazy? Like, why is this Warzone boot camp even in the game? I don't get it. Makes zero sense to me. Counterproductive. I don't get it. Maybe somebody can shed some light in the comment section below. Do you think that this Warzone boot camp is a good idea? Do you think that it makes no sense? Let me know how you feel, because I'm right here. I'm just baffled. This is the second step backwards we've seen in this update already, and I understand this is Warzone, but it could come to multiplayer. We've seen it before, like I said earlier, in World at War. What happens if there is a multiplayer boot camp? It doesn't really matter at the end of the day, because you're gonna get put into a fucking cesspool of sweat anyways once the game sinks its EOMM teeth into you. That's it. I have nothing left to say. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like the video, comment down below for the algorithm, subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to turn that notification bell on so you never miss when I upload a video, and I'll catch everybody in the next one. Peace.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough.